Welcome back to another episode of Rock Boys Football, a massive commitment for the Oklahoma Sooners in the 2025 class as three-star offensive tackle Ryan Fodje commits to the Sooners. And I think this 2025 class one shaping up to be an excellent one for the Oklahoma Sooners, but most importantly, really going after that offensive line position. Want to talk about Ryan Fodje, also talk about a few other offensive linemen that are high on Oklahoma's boards, and sounds like Oklahoma really in the driver's seat at that position. And this is something that we talked about the last couple of weeks for the Sooners, right? Having to go to the transfer portal that heavy on the offensive line is not necessarily the most ideal offseason. We kind of highlight the importance of getting a lot of quality bodies in on the recruiting trail and getting these guys coached up. And a guy like Ryan Fodje, diving into the film, you can see why a lot of programs were interested in what he brings to the table and why Oklahoma went after him and locked him up so early on in this cycle, had offers from Texas A&M, Texas, Tennessee, Oregon, a very nice commitment for Brent Venables, Coach B, and the Oklahoma Sooners. Want to get into Ryan Fodje, talk a little bit about what he brings to the table. Before we do, just want to say thank you to you guys and a massive shout out to the Oklahoma Sooner fans. You guys know this has been a program that's been a blast talking about in the transfer portal, on the high school recruiting trail, something I absolutely love and cannot thank you guys enough for all the support you guys have shown the boys. If y'all do enjoy the content and enjoy the updates, consider subscribing to the channel. We'll continue to keep you guys as updated as possible with what the Oklahoma Sooners are doing on the recruiting trail. And without further ado, let's get into Ryan Fodje. And this is a conversation that we have a lot in terms of evaluating and discussing what these offensive linemen coming from the high school ranks bring to the table. And you see kind of two different offensive line prospects. One, you have the massive bodies, the guys that go 6'6", 340 plus pounds that are, you love the frame, but not necessarily the athleticism. And then you have these guys that might be a little undersized right now, but have all the athleticism you want. And you can put that weight on them as they get into the program. Those are the offensive linemen that I personally love. And I think that's what Ryan Fodje brings, right? 6'5", 275. He has the frame to get up to 310 pounds. He will get up to 310 pounds. But what you don't necessarily, what you're excited about is he already has that athleticism. We're going to turn on the film. Phenomenal feet. Really good in pass pro, really good at working up to the second level. This is a very athletic offensive tackle that may be undersized going into his senior year of high school. But when you put that weight on him and you put that weight on him the right way, which not a lot of high schoolers have, right? There are a lot of high schoolers that are carrying that weight the wrong way. Ryan Fodje at 275 carries it phenomenally well. Is going to put on weight the right way when he gets into this program. You're looking at a tackle that has a lot of traits that you want. And you turn on the film for Ryan Fodje, this is probably what excites me the most, is kind of the pure athleticism that you see, right? First, you see really smooth in pass protection, really good feet on the kick slide, mirrors the defenders. You see that strength in the upper body, no doubt about it, a little mean streak in him. You're also going to see a really good athlete in terms of working to the second level, right? Pulling around, finding the linebacker he needs to put a hat on, and kind of puts the linebacker into the dirt a little bit. And again, really comfortable operating in space. Another really good clean rep in pass pro where he uses that length. This is a guy that has long arms, uses that length on this edge defender, and then kind of just puts him in the dirt. Like, you love the length, you love the frame, you love the athleticism that Ryan Fodje brings. And that's why, even as a three-star recruit, according to 24/7 Sports, had offers from Oregon, Texas A&M, Texas, Tennessee, because there's a lot to like about what Ryan Fodje brings to the table. Here you see just excellent mirroring, really good feet, mirroring the defender, again, putting him in the dirt, using that length. A lot of things that you really like about Ryan Fodje. Again, working up to the second level. This is something that offensive linemen struggle with at the high school ranks because, again, we talk about those offensive linemen that are really big, don't necessarily have that athleticism to work up to the second level and kind of execute some of those blocks in space. You see him work up to this linebacker, lock him up, kind of springing a massive run for the running back. That's a lot of the stuff that you like, and don't get it twisted. 275 can move bodies along the line of scrimmage, right? Running right behind him, kind of just washes that defender perfectly. You see the leg drive. This is a guy that has done shot put. You look at Oklahoma's class in 2025, top 5 ranked. They got 10 commitments in this class. And one thing that we always highlight with Oklahoma, when they build these classes early, they normally don't lose these commitments, right? Brent Venables does a phenomenal job making sure this class sticks together. And you're looking at Oklahoma right now, a top 5 class right now, but really looking to build it out. And I think specifically on this offensive line, you look at where Oklahoma wants to address heading into 2024, heading into the SEC, it's along the line of scrimmage, getting that young talent along the offensive line that you can really bring into your program and develop. The first guy I want to kind of mention here, Michael Fasusi from the state of Texas. It sounds like Oklahoma won going after him extremely hard, but more importantly, probably in the driver's seat in this recruitment, one of the top tackles in this class. Another guy the guy that they're going after is Andrew Babalola. And this is another guy that, again, Oklahoma has identified as a top target. He's from the state of Kansas. And it looks like Oklahoma has put their hat in the ring for him as well. And the last guy, Ty Haywood from Denton, Texas, another guy that won Oklahoma a lot of success recruiting this high school. But more importantly, another top offensive tackle. You see what Oklahoma is doing. And I think they saw, hey, we need to make sure we're getting quality and quantity bodies from the high school ranks on this offensive line to kind of get that pipeline going. And I think in this 2025 class, you saw Brent Venables probably really prioritize the defensive line in that 2024 class, landing guys like Nigel Smith, David Stone, Jaden Jackson. I think this class, the priority is going to be getting young athletic bodies on that offensive line. Again, guys like Ryan Fodje, Michael Fasusi, Andrew Babalola, Ty Haywood, all guys that Oklahoma going after. They land Ryan Fodje. I think you're going to see Oklahoma continue to pursue these top talents on the offensive line. Really nice pickup for Oklahoma. Really like what they're doing in this 2025 class. We'll continue to update you guys as Oklahoma builds out that 2025 class. Appreciate you guys rocking with the fellas. Again, if y'all do enjoy the content, consider subscribing to the channel, and we'll talk to y'all later. Peace.